President-elect Donald Trump is beginning up about a recent conversation he had with Prince William. Prince William is assembly with Donald Trump at the United Kingdom Ambassador's house. This is actually a large opportunity for the heir to the British throne to be meeting with the following US president to speak about Britain's unique relationship with the United States. The British royals have always been tight-lipped approximately their private lives. But on the reopening of the majestic Notre Dame Cathedral, Donald Trump and Prince William, two effective men from exceptional worlds, shared a conversation that has turned out to be public know-how. What secrets and techniques did Trump screen? How will a 40-minute discussion exchange the way we see the royal circle of relatives? Donald Trump has praised Prince William. After the pair met in Paris in the course of the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral, the president decided on informed the New York Post that he had an excellent speak with the future king and defined him as very good-looking. Join us as we discover all Donald Trump has found out. The Paris come upon? The air changed into humming with exhilaration and a sense of achievement. The bells of Notre Dame Cathedral rang loudly, marking its awesome comeback. After the horrible fireplace 5 years in the past. But something surprising changed into about to appear, a secret meeting that might take hold of the arena's interest. The famous cathedral, status tall within the center of Paris, wasn't only a stunning placing. It had turned out to be a powerful symbol of hope and renewal. 5 years ago, a big fire almost destroyed the 850-year vintage Notre Dame Cathedral. The 2019 blaze tore through its wooden interiors, added down its famous spire, and left the humans of Paris heartbroken. But now, the cathedral changed into coming returned to existence thanks to the difficult paintings of over 2,000 humans from everywhere in the world who worked nonstop to repair its splendor. The reopening wasn't just any event. Leaders, royals, and dignitaries from around the world got here collectively to have fun. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, US, First Lady Jill Biden, and French President Emmanuel Macron had been just a few of the 1,500 visitors there to witness this tremendous moment. Saturday turned into a totally special day in Paris, where the French president joined President-elect Trump and First Lady Jill Biden at. A mass to reopen Notre Dame Cathedral closed for renovations for 5.5 years earlier than that moment to your display screen. Prince William's presence was especially huge. He became sent by the UK government to represent the British royal circle of relatives at this massive worldwide occasion. But he wasn't just there for display. It changed into a way to show team spirit and support for shielding lifestyle around the sector. Donald Trump, the US president choose, was additionally there. Things took an exciting turn when he and Prince William had a quick but intense verbal exchange. Their communicate become extra than an informal chat. It turned into a careful mix of diplomacy and private connection. The two men first met at some stage in the cathedral rite. Trump patted William on the shoulder and that they shook fingers. Their first assembly was brief, however pleasant. Later, they met again at the British ambassador's house in Paris and talked for almost 40 minutes. During their meeting, they talked about many international topics, in particular the long records among the United States and the United Kingdom. Trump confirmed lots of hobby within the royal-owned family, asking about William's spouse Kate and his father, King Charles. Kensington Palace later defined the meeting among the two as stressing how critical these forms of talks are for international relations. Trump additionally shared a few exceptional recollections of the late Queen Elizabeth II, which Williams appeared to cost. It may be visible preventing to shake William's hand and even provide him a pat on the chest as the two spoke some inaudible words to each different. The Notre Dame rite became extra than a party of rebuilding. French President Macron known as it a moment of world brotherhood, bringing together humans from exclusive religions, countries, and backgrounds. The recuperation stood for hope, electricity, and the power of people to stand and conquer huge challenges. For Prince William, this trip became approximately more than attending a rite. It became a hazard to represent the United Kingdom on a worldwide level, make stronger diplomatic ties, and assist the importance of protective lifestyle. As the cathedral bells rang and the organ started out to play, Macron's words echoed. A familiar song of hope will fill Paris and the arena. No one knew that a secret royal political assembly changed into about to emerge as the most important speaking point of the day. As the historical stones of Notre Dame held their quiet secrets, no person could have guessed that something unexpected changed into approximately to take place among two unlikely humans. What took place in the back of closed doorways after the huge rite? What secrets and techniques were approximately to pop out from effective men who seemed so specific from every other? Well, Prince William has come head-to-head with President Chu's Donald Trump this morning as international leaders collected on the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. A conversation beyond diplomatic niceties. When Donald Trump and Prince William stepped far from the busy Notre Dame rite, no one ought to have expected how deep their verbal exchange might be. Their meeting wasn't just a simple political greeting. It was a candid communicate that would soon make headlines global. Trump, regarded for his sincere fashion and blunt nature, did not hesitate to leap into personal topics. He requested William about the royal-owned family's health, with questions that most diplomats could keep away from. This wasn't a rehearsed change. It was a real sincere conversation among people from very extraordinary worlds. The verbal exchange quickly had become private. Trump asked approximately Kate Middleton's fitness, showing a surprising quantity of care. William's response confirmed how robust the family had been throughout what he had called a brutal 12 months. The president opted for listened closely. His standard boldness softened by way of actual problem. But it became the speak about King Charles that in reality were given everybody's interest. Trump's remark that the king changed into fighting tough wasn't informal chatter. It gave a glimpse into the king's ongoing conflict with cancer. Donald Trump, he has made a bit of a confession, approximately a chat that he had with Prince William whilst the pair met. The opposite day, and he said that the prince confided in him approximately King Charles and Princess Kate's ongoing fitness battles of pathodiagnosis with cancer. His phrases confirmed a deep admire for Charles's strength, a sense that went beyond politics. Their communicate wasn't all critical. Trump, constantly short with the praise, advised William he seemed in reality excellent and changed into a good-looking man. While these feedback might appear out of region in formal settings, they showed Trump's direct and personal fashion, now and again warm and unexpected. Kensington Palace later calls the assembly heat and pleasant, which was a manner of saying something unique had happened. The communication lasted 40 minutes, a long time for a diplomatic assembly, showing there has been a real connection between the two men. Trump shared reminiscences of the late Queen Elizabeth II, a topic that sincerely caught William's hobby. These non-public stories grew to become what could have been an easy diplomatic meeting into something extra meaningful. William becomes said to be extremely thankful for Trump's kind reminiscences, which helped bridge the space between their generations and cultures. They didn't forget international troubles, although. They talked about the special dating among America and the UK, a bond that has shaped international family members for years, but it wasn't a proper stiff speak. It turned into a relaxed verbal exchange between leaders who understood how important their USA's connection is. Prince William is meeting with Donald Trump at the United Kingdom ambassador's residence. This is a surely huge opportunity for the inheritor to the British throne to be assembly with the next US president to talk approximately Britain's special dating with the US. The assembly grew to become out to be greater than only a casual come-upon. It had become a second of real connection, in which private stories, international politics, and as empathy all came collectively. Trump and William showed that significant talks can happen in sudden places, even below the shadow of a restored historic cathedral. As they left, it was clear this communication would be remembered lengthy when they walked away, from the British ambassador's house in Paris. But beneath the surface of diplomatic smiles and royal composure, a storm of personal demanding situations was brewing. Could the royal family survive the most hard 12 months of their lives? The royal family's warfare. 2024 hit the British royal circle of relatives hard. Prince William did not keep again when he known as the 12 months brutal. A raw and sincere manner to expose the arena the human aspect of royalty. The demanding situations came speedy. In February, simply months after his coronation, King Charles changed into recognized with cancer. It wasn't just a health setback, it shook the very core of the monarchy. The king, who had waited his complete lifestyles for the throne, was now facing a combat that examined his power and resilience. Then in March, Kate Middleton turned into additionally diagnosed with most cancers. The Princess of Wales, who turned into frequently seen, because the maximum loved member of the royal-owned family, stepped again from her public duties to focus on remedy. It says Kate again within the highlight, joining the royal family for a weekend of remembrance, the primary consecutive public appearances in view that her most cancer's prognosis. Her declaration came simply 2 months after a main surgical treatment, leaving the royal-owned family and the arena in surprise. William spoke with the weight of a son and husband going through unattainable strain. "I'm so proud of my spouse. I'm proud of my father," he stated, sharing the emotional toll the owned family changed into going through. This changed into a royal circle of relatives rarely visible, beginning up approximately their struggles in such a private way, even with all of the hardships. They did not permit infection outline them. King Charles persevered his busy agenda, showing the same strong work ethic that his past due mother had. He traveled to Australia and Samoa, attended important activities, or even led a national moment of silence on the Cenotaph Memorial. Kate's adventure was equally inspiring. After completing her chemotherapy, she shared the best news in September that she'd become most cancers-free, giving hope to thousands and thousands who followed her story. Slowly, she returned to her royal responsibilities, displaying brilliant strength and resolution. The circle of relatives' health battles showed their humanity. King Charles made lifestyle changes to focus on his recuperation, cutting out red meat and ingesting more healthy meals. These private choices showed how committed he turned into to getting higher. Queen Camilla additionally faced health challenges, coping with a lung infection that precipitated her to cancel a week of engagements. Queen Camilla has been forced to withdraw from key engagements after being diagnosed with a chest contamination. Through all of it, their resilience became an image of their dedication to each other and their royal responsibilities. The 12 months wasn't pretty much fitness struggles. The Owen family additionally had to address difficult non-public relationships like Prince Harry's persevered estrangement and the consistent media attention. Still, via all of it, the royal Owen family showed first-rate cohesion. William's public help, the king's dedication to his responsibilities, and Kate's brave fight in opposition to most cancers all proven a strength that went beyond royal traditions. By the end of the year, one element became clear. The royal circle of relatives turned into greater than just a symbol of tradition. They were human, prone, and relatively strong. But behind the general public statements and royal responsibilities, what secrets were hidden inside the fitness journeys of King Charles and Kate Middleton? What untold memories of energy and survival were nevertheless ready to be shared? Inside the royal health crisis, the fitness trips of King Charles and Kate Middleton were more than clinical treatments. They had been tales of brilliant courage and private transformation. King Charles' cancer analysis got here as a shocking twist of destiny. Discovered throughout a recurring prostate procedure, the monarch's health had become a delicate countrywide problem. Unlike standard royal bulletins, Charles stored the unique type of cancer mysterious, including a detail of intrigue to his medical struggle. The king's technique to recovery went some distance beyond conventional medical remedy. He absolutely overhauled his food plan, making radical changes that surprised even his close own family. In April, the 75-year-old made his return to public, going through duties on the grounds that sharing the information of his prognosis with an unnamed form of cancer in February. Tom Parker Bowles, Queen Camilla's son, found out that Charles had removed red meat completely, changing lunch food with avocados, and that specialized in nutrition as a shape of drugs.